Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm Nick Fuentes. I do a YouTube show called America First every night, and it's pretty self explanatory. I'm for America First.
It was better for them too, number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, they had to drink out of a different water fountain. Big deal. Oh no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up, drink out of the water fountain. It's water. It's the same, you know. And even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree it was better for them. It's better for us. Better in general. Yeah, for him to disavow white supremacy is very cucked and blue-pilled. You know, totally wrong and a big mistake. I get, there's a lot of pressure on him right now. There's a lot of calls for him to disavow the stuff, even from his own side. You know, these people like, what's this guy, Tim Scott, who earlier today was like, white nationalism is antithetical to the American creed. But what do you know about the American creed? You know, and Dinesh D'Souza, President Trump should make a speech talking about the roots of white nationalism and white supremacy. When the did you get here? 1990?
Paleoconservative, a nationalist, pretty much sums it up. A lot of people like to talk about Israel, or they like to talk about the free market, or things like that. I like to talk about putting America first.
No, man, if Antifa were marching down the streets and they were waving the banner of Benito Mussolini or Francisco Franco, I'd be joining them, frankly. If Antifa was waving the banner of phalangism, if they were waving the banner of Franco, and they were saying, Catholic fascism now, I would join them. I would become a part of Antifa. I would welcome Antifa. Yes, take over the country. Storm D.C., take over the Capitol, raise the banner of Mussolini and Franco and, some notable others.
I think in a way it's almost redundant to say that you're a white nationalist. We know that the word nation almost implicitly talks about ethnicity. And so I think if I call myself a nationalist, it's almost implicit in that word that it's, America does have a heritage of being a European country. So, but that's really how I see myself.
You are a racial identitarian. Is it your first approximation that Nick's view does not contradict your view?
What Nick just said, I would not contradict at all. I wish there were more conservatives like Nick, as opposed to conservatives who get excited by Bibi Netanyahu.
I think we would have to, in some way, affirm that identity as real. So I think I'm in agreement there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Nick just said.
Even if we stopped all immigration tomorrow, because the country is, in terms of births, less than 50% white already, things are already destined to be very different, to say the least. It's a very simple task for how to change that, in terms of we could very easily identify which variables have to change to reverse that situation. You have the native-born population or the white population. You have the foreign-born population. You have to get one of these numbers to increase, one of these numbers to go down. It's very simple to identify those variables and to identify ways to make one go up and one go down. It's a lot more difficult to actually pursue that. But I don't think there's really a big difference. I think me and Richard, there's a lot less difference than people might think. I think it's going to take a radical vision. We have to be thinking outside the box, not in the way that Conservative Inc. is doing. So I think there's some overlap. Maybe we disagree about how long America has to go or what the solution is, but generally we agree on the problem.
So there you go, Nick.
Thank you. This is beautiful. I'm loving what I'm hearing. Well, it's true, though, but it's true. The new world will be written along the lines of ethnicity and race. It's not going to be about ideology and ideas and all that for very long. And the 2% African allows me to say the N-word. So I really have the best of all worlds.
That's a joke. Yes. Man, so you are a wonderkind at getting under people's skin. It's been amazing for me to watch. I love it. What's your secret?
Yeah. Well, I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You want to talk to Jewy Jewstein, who says, I like the free market, I like capitalism, but I think something else about social issues. That's who you want to have on your show. And welcome, everybody. I'm Dave Rubin. I'm gay and Jewish, and this is the Gay Jewish Show. Today we've got a Jew who is going to talk to us about why the only thing you're allowed to disagree on is economics. Well, hello, Dave Rubin. I'm a Jew, and you know what? Is this getting a little hardcore for you? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a little too extreme for you? Maybe you tuned into the wrong show.
In your daily existence by Jews.
I told you yes, absolutely. You laugh at it like.
How so? Can you?
Would you say that me having sex with my dog is the same thing as me having sex with a black man?
No. But they would both be degenerate. Oh. Typing on twitter.com, race traitor. You work for Jews, you know?
Because I do feel like people get more mad at me than other people. Like, it just doesn't end. For the past 4 weeks, it's everybody's piling on, circling the wagons around me. I don't know. I think it's just because I tell the truth. I think maybe because I'm a Christian.
There are some fine paleoconservatives out there who are non-white. That's okay. But again, it's about rules, not exceptions. And, I don't think it's really fair that we're going to have religious ethnic Jews, Orthodox Jews, determining the future of the Christian, European descendant American country. God is on the side of the paleocons. The devil is on the side of the neocons. I'm sorry, folks. It's basically true. If you look at the paleoconservatives, it's Christians, it's Catholics. We're defending a traditionalist Christian world order. We're reactionary.
Right? Would you say that's accurate? You're speaking to young college and maybe out of college and young conservatives and giving them a platform that more accurately encapsulates what they want to see from the Republican Party. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, totally. Because our vision of conservatism is much more in line with our generation's problems and concerns.
I will continue my crusade against women in politics. Because it's always like this, and it's so ironic. Women are like, I don't like, when you say, you have to affect the face. When you say to repeal the 19th Amendment, that offends me. That hurts my feelings. It's like, have you ever stopped and considered that maybe if you get offended, there's such a strong emotional reaction to political opinions you disagree with across the board. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't be making political decisions. That's what I want to say. But what I really said is, Mom, you're an amazing woman. What I really said is, hey, Ma, you're kind of the archetype of what I say women should be. The line is always this: I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking whores. You have no problems, right? I'm attacking whores. I'm attacking sluts. Stupid, dirty. The idea of rape is that the rapist is getting the sexual pleasure from it. It's about power. Well, at the end of the day, it's a sexual act for sexual pleasure. So it literally doesn't even make any sense why you would rape somebody in a way that doesn't even it's not even about your dick, right? I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? If you're just finger blasting somebody, I don't know if you were just trying to be mean or just downright malicious, maybe but it's not like it's doing anything for you.
Yeah, you're not even getting your nut off. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Rape a girl, then go home and jack off about it later? That's dumb. You know what I mean? He already he went to jail for this. And he didn't even get his nut.
And like I said, it's just so not a big deal. If a woman jerked me off and I didn't want her to jerk me off, would that keep me up at night? Would I wake up in a cold sweat having a nightmare about somebody's jerking me off? Oh, I'm gonna reach for my penis and be oh, okay, thank God, nobody's jerking me off.